So I said I went to boarding school. So I did my boarding school, my high school, 8 to 10. I did it at Ramakrishna Mission.
Hmm.
So Ramakrishna Mission is one of those schools which is known to be very disciplinarian, very military-like in its approach and everything. But I truly believe that is one of those places where they embodied the true ideals of Swami Vivekananda, because he said we want man-making, character-building education, and
Wow.
that is the type of education we had. So it was not really books that we were learning. We had about 21 playgrounds. It was a huge campus in the middle of central of Mysore. Like, Yadavgiri is a place like probably Bangalore, Sadashivnagar. It's a posh residential locality. It's right next to R.K. Narayan's house and everything. And it's a huge campus, 80-acre campus where we played, we ran around. There was a forest in between. There were playgrounds. We used to play all sorts of games: football, volleyball, basketball, kabaddi, kho. I think, and interacting with people across stratas, across India's. In fact, I had classmates. There was a classmate of mine who was probably the first from his entire tribe to even get a formal education. So from yeah, so he was from the BR Hills, and I remember very clearly that he was one of the very like first people to even attend up to class 8. So he
Wow.
came from the
Wow.
remotest of places. So you had classmates like that, and I had a classmate whose father, owns a huge group of educational institutions in Bangalore, and there was, I think, we I could interact with people from different segments of the society, and it was truly social engineering, as probably what this country was envisioned for. So that, I think, by itself, the school itself, I wouldn't say a particular mentor or a particular person, but the school and the ecosystem that it presented, and the alumni network that it has later on, that I figured out, had a great role in trying to make me at least a little more disciplined, a little more focused in what I